What's up? What's happening? It's the one and only Jeff Axel, aka Young Axelicious, leaving the haters something vicious. Nah, I mean, out here, hoop panel, mid-season report, halftime. Everybody done played about 50 games, so we kind of got a good feel of who's who in each conference. With my man Tay Archive, my man Jay Boogie, 1998, J Clutch Sports. How y'all living tonight, man?
Doing good, doing good.
Hey, man, just balling. Just balling.
I feel you on that, man. So we just going to keep it real, highlight the top teams in the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. We want to talk about who the surprises of the league has been. We're going to glance over this borderline stanky rookie race, but it has to be a rookie of the year. And we're going to talk about that. We really haven't glossed on them. This is probably the worst draft class of 2013. But, you know, we got to highlight some rookies. There's some promising players in the midst. Despite some coaching malpractice, there's a couple guys that's getting like shitted on with the coaching. I don't understand why Mattaz ain't getting more minutes. I didn't understand why it took Khalil Ware so long to get burned. Just slight things like that. But, you know, there's a couple rookies that might make an all-star team, maybe. But rookie class is pretty rough. But we'll start off with the high-quality teams in the league. As of today, February 13th, 2025, the Eastern Conference, you got Cleveland Cavaliers, number 1, the Celtics 2, the Knicks at 3, the Pacers at 4, the Bucks at 5, the Pistons at 6, the Magic at 7, the Heat, the 8th seed, the Hawks, the 9th seed, and the Bulls, surprisingly, is the 10th seed, even though they just blew their whole team up. I personally think the Nets might fuck around and take that spot. They done won 6 out of their last 7 on the low. Even though they've been trying to tank, they actually got a decent coach. Yeah. Like, you see the vision. Their team isn't good, but they play hard as hell for that coach. They defend, and, like, he gets the best out of a lot of players. He had Schroeder averaging 20 a game while he was there. Like, D'Lo looks rejuvenated. Finney Smith was playing well. Cam Johnson's having a career year. So I personally think the Nets might get that 10th seed. Their fans hate it, but I see the vision with Jordy Fernandez, and the players are starting to be like, yo, fuck y'all tank. I get it from Nets fans, though.
Yeah. Trust me, they beat us twice, so they some dogs for sure.
So yeah, they season sweep, y'all.
Almost
place, right?
Almost. Wait. Yeah, they
beat y'all once. They beat y'all once. Never mind. Because Ja was arguing with the coach. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
They season swept Houston. That's what it was.
And they do. They did.
Lucky he ain't on here, man.
That's why I laugh. I'm like, ooh.
So I'll start off with you, Tay. Who's been the biggest surprise in the top 10 for you?
I want to say I'll give it to the Clippers. I didn't think the Clippers would still be here at this point in the season. Like, yeah, they can still slide, but even if they do, they exceeded my expectations, like just for the first half of the year. Yeah, they've been playing good basketball. Everyone's favorite player, Harden, he's been all right. I think honestly, I really do think it's power from Norman Powell. Like, I think him stepping his game up to next, I think that's the main reason. Like, he's shooting 50% as a guard, 43 from 3. Like, I mean, he don't miss. Like, that's what that means. So, but yeah, they just play together. Harden runs the offense, moves the ball. Zubac he's having his best year. He's been getting rebounds and whatnot. So, yeah, I mean, they better than the 76ers. Like, I don't think anyone thought that. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone had it opposite. Like, oh, Sixers are gonna be top 5, top 6 in the East, but no, they suck.
Yeah,
they suck.
Thing about Clippers, they're 30-23, and the Thunder have their pick. You know who else the Thunder has a pick of? The 20-34 76ers. So if they finish like with this losing record that they have now, the Thunder get a pick that's either 7th, 8th, or 9th in the top 10.
Oh, wow.
That is sick. That is sick work.
They got way too many draft picks, bro. Way too many.
Infinity Stones type stuff.
For real, though. For real. Jay Boogie, who's your biggest surprise? Shout out to the Clippers being 30-23. Norman Powell cooking, man. Most improved player, probably.
I agree with Tay. It's the Clippers. I would say, I mean, obviously, me, of course, me, the Grizz fan, they beat us last night, and you see how defensively they're one of the top teams in the league. And then, of course, when you adding a fully when he's locked in, and he's fully aggressive, bringing in a guy like Ben Simmons to back up for a guy like James Harden, like it's man, like I wouldn't sleep on them in the playoffs. Like 7-game series, like it's gonna be tough because defensively that can guard you, and then offensively with James gets going, we know how good he is in isolation. Playmaking is very very underrated. So dishing out to Norman Powell, he can go off, and Zubac, like you predicted, he's having a career year. So it's like everybody game just elevated out of nowhere. And Derrick Jones Jr. doing what he doing, picked off what he did for the Mavs from last season. So and they got other good role players and guys like Chris Dunn rejuvenated his career because I think he was a top 5 pick, if I'm not. Yeah, he was a top 5 pick. So I mean, credit to Ty Lue. I mean, obviously, with the Lakers obviously having a better record, they still earlier in the season was playing better than the Lakers. So it was like, who was the better LA team? Everybody was kind of slick saying the Clippers just based off how they was playing. So, Clippers for sure in the West. And I said in the East, I would give credit to the Pacers based off how resilient they picked up their wins because they was slowing out. Y'all, pretty much the majority of the season, the first half, but then they picked it up. And then also the Bucks, which I knew they was going to pick up their resiliency because Giannis was not going to let them be no playing team. So, and then, of course, the biggest team I would say has to be the Clippers just because no one really expected them to be where they are right now. Because I had the Kings over them and the Pelicans. And, hey, look what happened. so I mean, hey, you never know what's going to happen. It's very unpredictable for sure.
My biggest surprise, and I thought they would like fight for a playing spot, but they've been playing really good ball as the Detroit Pistons. Like to go from 14 wins to they already got 29. Like Cade Cunningham averaging 24, 9, and 7. Malik Beasley has been really, really good for them. He already set the franchise record in 3-pointers made in the season at 216. So I was like, damn, Detroit got some bricklayers, Jack. Like for a nigga to set a record in 50 games, like they ain't had no 3-point shooters. But shout out to Beasley though, he's been cooking, man. He's playing really well. Ivy, hopefully he can come back soon. Asar Thompson's really picking up his play. Like, and that's why I was trying to tell Darius. He had to recover for them fucking blood clots. He was trying to act like Amen was like completely way better than him. They putting up similar numbers this month. Like for the month of February, Asar is averaging 15 a game. So
yeah, he is. Yeah,
he's starting to pick it up. Excellent defender. They just play with high energy. They ready to fight. They don't back down from nobody. The team's together. Tobias Harris, like I had predicted before the season, when there's no expectations, he plays well. You put him in like playoff situations, it's a little spooky, but
yeah. He even said this in the interview. He was like his best year is when he first played for the Pistons. So it's like for him it's pretty much a homecoming. Yeah. So shout out to J. Cole.
So yeah, he's been playing well. Even though he's a crash out on the court, Beef Stew does defend the rim really well. I don't think people really know that, but like he's a good rim protector for somebody that's 6'9". And Detroit looks really good, man. They're like a year away from really making an impact, but them making the playoffs is like huge for their morale because they haven't made it since 2016. And it's been like a lot of stinking ass losing. Like it was on a 28-game losing streak last year, bro.
Yeah.
So to go from that to 3 games over 500 at halfway point, they beating the sleeves off a team. They was up on 71-29. They was up by damn near 30 on the Sixers without Cade Cunningham. So credit to JB Bickerstaff, man. Like he really done a hell of a coaching job there.
Yeah.
I thought he got unfairly fired in Cleveland because people forget, like when he
Yeah.
took over in Cleveland, they had the college coach John Beeline. He was there for like 20 or 30 games and said some racist shit and got fired. And he was brought in to clean it up, and he finished with an above 500 record. Like so, I thought he got a raw deal. So shout out to him. And I'll shout out Cleveland too. We mentioned them before, but I had them as like a 5 or 6 seed. I knew Kenny Atkinson was a good coach, but they're playing really good ball. The Hunter trade looked like it's already paying dividends.
Man, that's such a cheat code because you basically traded defense for offense, or you traded offense to get defense, and that's what they need because you're going to have to defend at that wing position. With what's the other dude name? Was it Isaac?
Oh,
Isaac Okoro.
Yeah. So now you got two guys, so it's perfectly well balanced. Where you got two interior defenders, you got two good wing defenders, and then you got your scores of Garland and then Donovan. So
I'm impressed by the 2-man game between Mobley and Jared Allen. Like they pass to each other pretty well. They know how to move and cut. Mobley's getting better from the perimeter as well. So they're cool. I still don't think they're better than the Celtics, but they're a really good team. I can't discredit them. Like nobody expected them to have 44 wins before the All-Star break. Like I don't think anybody expected that. Tay, you got other surprises?
Well, I mean, yeah, the Pistons, of course, like no one expected that. I guess I was a year too late. I thought the Pistons were going to be better last year, but they're much better. And I remember, like during the offseason, people were making fun of the Pistons, like, oh, no spacing. They're gonna be bad forever, but nah, they're turning it around. Kate Cunningham is on another level. Like I've been on the Kate train. I got a Kate Cunningham jersey. Real early. It just is only a matter of time. And people talking about some Cage ask for trade. Nah, they just need to build a good roster around him. Like it's really his first like healthy season. Yeah, everyone's getting better. Jaden Ivey's getting better. So yeah, I mean the Pistons definitely, to me, they're more of a surprise than the Cavs. I feel like the Pistons were the worst team in the NBA.
Yeah.
And look at the Cavs. The Cavs were a playoff team. Like playoff teams can fluctuate. Like
yeah,
it's surprising, but like it's more common to see a 4 seed go to 1 than the 15 seed go to 6. Like yeah. So I know like the Cavs have more wins and whatnot, but definitely the Pistons to me have the most surprising season, especially in the East. Everything else is about normal though. Like the Celtics
teams in the West ass too.
You said what?
I said the Pistons was beating teams in the West ass. Like it ain't just like they beating up on the East. People still are caught up in that. Like the Western Conference is head and shoulders better than the East. I mean, kind of, but the East ain't as bad as it used to be.
The West kind of, I don't know. It started to look like it's. I don't know about that. Like
because like the Pelicans, and then you look at teams like the Kings. So when you look at the standings, you be like, all right, you got your typical of OKC, Nuggets, my team, and then for Minnesota, they barely, playoff spot playing. So it's kind of like, all these weird dropouts in the West. When you look in the East, like I was talking about the Pistons, like that's what I'm saying. Like the Western Conference is kind of weird when you get past like the 5th seed because you would thought the Timberwolves would be top 3, top 4 in the West. They're 7th seed, 8th seed.
Yeah,
they all pretty much got the same record to play in. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? And then for De'Aaron Fox to get traded to the Spurs, who are, 12th seed, So it's kind of like it's all over the place, but it's not, but it is at the same time. So
I think the top 6 teams in the East are legitimate this year. That's what I mean by that, Tay. The West is still better, but like people just act like after the top 3 teams, everybody sucks. I personally don't agree with that.
You don't think so?
It's a drop off from the top 3 teams, but I don't think outside the top 3 teams in the West, like Houston, they're kind of suspect to me.
Right.
Like,
so
the Lakers don't have the front court play anymore.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm looking at it like that. The top 3 teams I think in the West are pretty solid though. Like, you know, OKC, they're legit. Denver's legit. Memphis, they a little suspect against the top teams in the league. They haven't really been putting great performances up against the top teams in the league.
Yeah.
So it's a gap, but it's not like wide like it used to be, in my opinion. It's
so
like West and East to me.
Yeah. So you think? So how many teams could you see going like coming out the East? Like I'm gonna break it down like this. How many teams could you see coming out the East? Both of y'all.
To be honest and non-biased, trying to be non-biased here.
Just say it. Go ahead and say it.
3. You got Boston, the Knicks, and the Cavs. I'm sleeping on the Bucks.
Right.
I'm not believing.
Okay. How many teams could you see come out the West though?
I could see OKC.
Right.
I got Memphis as a dark horse. They got
Right.
clean up half court offense.
Mm-hmm.
Denver.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't know, man. Like Dallas might be able to put something together.
They got a better chance than the Pacers and the Bucks. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the only thing. Like I feel like the West, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe, like, correct me if I'm wrong. If the Timberwolves turn it up, Anthony Edwards goes back to his playoff form, and I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not even going to say here why. I wouldn't be surprised. Like if the Timberwolves did something like that, you know. So I feel like there's more like it's more parity in the West. Like we know 3 teams in the East, but I feel like the West. Like I wouldn't even be surprised if Dallas makes it like they made it last year. You know, different team, but you know, like I feel like you're gonna get more surprises out the West. But the East is 3 teams. That's it.
Yeah. Like with the West, like kind of like I was saying, I think like a few days ago, I was like, the Western Conference is competitive, but it's not a pure lock. Cause kind of like you said, say like Anthony Edwards can just cut his hair and really be like MJ for real. Turn up, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, and then yet again, like Mavericks, they could be. It's so. I'm glad it's unpredictable because it's like the only team I'm most concerned with because they slipping is the Rockets. Of just how they're gonna perform because it's like they're going through a major slip, but it's all about how they perform when it's crunch time. Yeah, you can't do that in the playoffs, especially in the Western Conference. They
got to get that 4 seed. Like if they want to, especially for the Rockets. If they drop to 5 or 6 and they don't have home court advantage for the first round, they're gonna be in trouble. I think they need that. That's important for a young team.
Everybody want to play them niggas, yo. All them
I know that, but like that's what I'm saying. They're gonna need to be at least if they get the 4 seed, they're gonna have 4 home. You know what I mean? Like they need that. I feel like if they're 5, 6, they're gonna be out of here. But they're gonna need that. They need home court advantage more than anyone because they're new. They're the new team. They need it more than anyone. So they're gonna have to try and stay 4 or 3, whatever. But I think they need that. They definitely gonna need that if they want to do anything in the playoffs.
Yeah, but they've been a surprise too. Like credit to them, man. Nobody expected them to be 34 and 20. Like Amen Thompson, even though like Darius be glazing him like crazy, he is playing a great year. He's doing his thing this season. Sengun with the double. Jalen Green at times plays well. Tari Easton. They got good depth, but Every team wants to play them in the playoffs for sure.
It makes sense. They're young. That makes sense.
And this is where part of me I would hope guys like Fred and Dylan step in because they got the more seasoned playoff experience, and Fred won a championship. So I'm like, this is all scenarios and hypothetical, but like in the playoff game in the fourth quarter, what are you going to do?
Trusting two historically inefficient shooters, I don't know.
Because I'm telling you right now, if they somehow, God forbid for them, if they face a team like OKC in the first round, tight game in the fourth quarter, you got to go through Caruso, Wallace, and Dort. And, your best efficient shooter in your starting five is, will you probably say what, Sengun or Jalen Green?
And Sengun's going to get guarded by iHeart. So it ain't really like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because I'm like, everybody keep asking me why they slipping off so hard. I'm like, just watch them in the fourth. Like, when they play against us, bro, and Fred took that shot, I'm like, y'all couldn't win to Jalen Green because I hate that high jumping mother sucker. But he can, because he jumped so high in his jump shot. But I mean, he's gotten better as a shooter. But it's like, bro, I'm just like, moments like that, I'm just like, what's our old head coach name again?
Oh, Ime Udoka, the Freak Bull.
The Freak Bull. There we go. All right, cool. The Freak Bull. But for him, I'm like, in the playoffs, bro, like the second half of the season is pretty much like premeditated for the playoffs. That's how I see it. Like, what you gonna do? What you officially going to adjust? Because I'm not biased with my team. I have course the offense going to have to be as crisp as them pancake edges when you cook pancakes, and the edges be real crispy. Like, it has to look just like that because OKC defense, Houston defense, the Clippers defense, we cannot just rely on ISOs. It's not going to work. Our offense is really not like that unless, we score in transition because that's more of our offensive game. But half-court sets, you got the best shooter on your team. Run plays for him. He's not catch the ball, then he's going to drive in. No.
I like the Jaren Jackson left-handed hooks, though.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Yeah, but like, if that don't work, what's your next move?
That's true.
See what I'm saying? So it's like, set some flare screens, pin downs, make the defense have to overthink certain things. Because now teams just be like, oh, okay, we'll make Jaren going right. John Morant might not shoot mid-range shots. That's the game. So now you got to force everybody trying to like figure out how we can, jumpstart the offense. Outside, scoring and transition. Because our defense is fine. It's just to have, of course, that offense. Because like I was trying to say, when I watched that Knicks game and Carlton Town was being sassy as he was, I was like, man, look, I have, of course, that offense got to be improved. Because this might be a reach, but I give credit to teams like the Pistons. They have, of course, their offense look better than ours of how they can just get their shooters open. So it's like, what I'm saying? It's just the reality of it.
But yeah, speaking of Nick, shout out to the big bodega. Like, he's been the best center in the Eastern Conference this season for sure. Gotta give credit to where it's due, man. Like, he had back-to-back 40 pieces. He been cooking.
Yeah.
So shout out to Karl Anthony Towns. I can't even front on that. Like, no hate, no shade. Like, he just been cooking this year.
Miami, one of the best duos in the league.
Yeah, him and Brunson definitely is one of the best duos.
It's not too many duos that's better than them.
No, not really.
Jalen and Jason Tatum.
I would say
I'm trying to think
because of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Jokic and Murray. It's not.
But like
not
we're new though. We haven't okay, all right, bro. We haven't done it yet. So okay.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm just gonna be fair. And I'm not saying this by much, bro.
Yeah.
Don't kill me, Jeff. But I would love to see like a. This is just scenario based. I would love to see a Brunson and a Murray go at it, and then the Towns and the Jokic, because of the fact that I'm like there's a point guard and big man duo. Because in the West, I mean, all you got, you got Kyrie, AD, but they got that boy got to stay healthy. And then for the Lakers' sake, you know what I'm saying, it's two players, the same, skill set, you know what I'm saying? Then, no, I'm selling myself short. I'm not going to sleep on my guys, Ja and Jaren. It's just Ja got to stay healthy because when that get going, I mean, Jaren is one of the best big men that can take other bigs off the dribble. I mean, I'm not going to sleep on that because a lot of people.
They up there, Tay. They the 2 seed. Let them get his shit off, man.
I'm just. He said best big man out the dribble. I think we got that guy, but I'm just listening to him right now.
Hey,
I'm just listening to him. I didn't say nothing about the pig. I'm just saying what he said. I think we got the best big man out the dribble, but I was just letting him talk. I didn't say nothing.
Hey, I was peeping his facial expression. I'm like, he got a rebuttal. But no, like I see what you saying. I feel like for me, how I watch Jaren, it's like it's the moves that he do. Like he more finesse with it.
Yeah, he is. It's different.
Like, because he don't have a jump shot like Anthony Towns, so he has to, rely on more finesse, body bump, and then shoot. Anthony Towns, I ain't gonna lie, it's funny when he drives in because he can get a little bit too wild.
Yeah,
but he
just gets to the rim. I don't know. I don't get it.
That straight line drive.
Like I'll be like, yo, I could guard Cat. He not gonna get past me like this. The way he does it.
Get them shoulders down.
Bro, I was you watch how he driving in last year's playoffs, like it's almost like his whole momentum is in one direction, but his body is moving all over the place. So you just be like, all right, he went from point A to point B, then point C, he gonna get a poster somehow. But no, credit to Towns, but I feel like my dog Triple J, I mean, he got to put razzle dazzle in him, you know what I'm saying? So
okay. Razzle dazzle.
Razzle dazzle, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna give credit to another team just because they've been through a lot. Shout out to Doug Christie and the Kings. Like for them to be 28-26, considering they fired the coach, traded like one of the franchise players, and still crank out wins. DeRozan's been playing really well, still averaging over 20 a game for another season. Sabonis, he's been playing well. Malik Monk's having a career year. And yeah, man, like shout out to them. Levine is slowly getting acclimated to what they got going on. Keon Ellis is playing well under Christie. So credit to them. They can win tonight. They'll be 3 games over 500. Right now, they're in the play-in and the Suns ain't. Yeah. And if the Suns finish the 11th seed,
they're done.
And
I think so, man.
And KD, Memphis. You didn't hear it from me though.
And I think that's what you need. That's tough. Don't be worried.
Because him and Ja got a strong brotherhood relationship. So I'm sitting here like, I mean, he played with Steph, he played with Kyrie, he played with Westbrook. Why not go ahead?
What that means trading Jaren? Still doing that?
No, brother,
I didn't.
It's gonna be.
I didn't hear you. Can you say that one more time? Trade who?
Jaren Jackson Jr.
I heard Jackson, like Michael, Jermaine.
Nah. I wouldn't do that either because, like, you're only gonna get 2 years out of him, and it's just a big risk. Like, but that would be tough. Like, I feel like the The Grizzlies could use him. The Rockets could use him. There's teams like that are missing that extra like push. Like, that would be tough.
And the Rockets be cold. I ain't
gonna lie. That's what that'd be tough.
And with KD, he just hooped. So like when he came back from the Achilles injury, it was nothing. He just went back.
I ain't never seen that before.
Exactly. So like age wise, I mean, when you have the type of mentality, bro, like look how he was scoring on us. Like through two people contact and still shooting a full blown jumper and get the foul. I'm like, bro, you might as well
34 and 37 the past 2 games. Shout out to KD for getting over 30,000 points. And like the fact that he actually replied to my Bridging the Gap video was fucking crazy.
He be tagged in though.
Yeah.
Bro, I was so happy for you, bro, because I was like, I almost got tear-eyed. I'm like, what? KD?
Tripped me out, though. That tripped me out. I was at work. I was like, hold on. He actually responded. He didn't just retweet. Like, oh, shit.
Cause what he said my dog, right?
Yeah. I was like, word? Like,
hey,
I was starstruck.
You gotta tell people at work, yo, I know KD. Look, you gotta show them that.
Look, my dog.
The screenshot is definitely saved in my phone, Jack.
Yeah, that's tough.
Hey, if it was me, bro, I would be like, picture frame. Hey, bro, respect it. Respect.
That's tough.
Like the hoop panel definitely gonna be coming up soon, man. Like just be on the lookout. We putting the groundwork in now. But like we gonna get recognized soon. Believe that.
So, bro.
But now we can talk about this rookie class. I feel like we talked about everybody. The Lakers, like their front court situation is so bad because like it was funny.
The worst.
Because like everybody was trying to hype up Alex Len. I was like, yo, do y'all watch him play? Because Lakers fans, they don't watch nobody outside their own teams.
Yeah.
So it was like trying to hype him up, like, Then like as soon as the Jazz game came, he played like 22 minutes. Like, Alex Len is ass. I seen like 50 tweets.
Me too. Yeah. They always do that. They think everyone they never get the best out of players. Like every time they make those, they never get the absolute best out of the player.
Once they leave, they just elevate.
That's like I don't know why they thought that. They think they think they getting the all-star version of everyone. It never goes like that. They gotta stop.
Torian Prince, like mad dudes and left and like played way better his role.
Right.
It's crazy.
D.O. went back to his old I'm sitting here like, bro, like I look back on this trade so much. I'm just like, bro. I still tell people I feel like Dallas got the edge because, AD, unfortunately, he's out. But I'm like, well, you still got a well-constructed team who has a better front line or front court. So I'm sitting there with what y'all was saying for the future, cool. But if you want to focus on this narrative of the present and you get Alex Len, you might as well think about the future at this point. You might as well. You might as well because I'm just sitting here like AD is having another good, full, healthy season. Like you said, Jeff, he only missed like 6 games. So I'm sitting here like you trade him basically because he said we need another big man so he can play the 4. And before he got hurt with Dallas, look what he was doing playing the 4. He was killing. So I'm sitting here like, think about the future because y'all present and looking so present right now. It's
shout out to Max Christie though. Like he's been playing really, really well for you.
Bro.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here going to my mom like, what the F are they doing? Like, I don't care about Hollywood. I don't even call them Los Angeles. I call them Hollywood Lakers. Because it's all just pizzazz and
they go star hunting for sure. They don't really do real rebuilds like that. They gonna trade them for a star.
And look how long the rebuild. Rest in peace of Cole. You went through the Lonzo Ball era and quickly got LeBron. So that didn't last too long. So you know what I'm saying. So,
but last thing. this rookie class. My favorite rookie, I've been saying all year, Stephon Castle. He's no reason he should be coming off the bench and playing under 30 minutes per game. Like they're the 12th seed, not really understanding the game plan. He's been more productive than Chris Paul in year 20. They promised Chris Paul a starting spot. When you're in your 20th year, you should let that type of shit go.
Right.
Like, his ego is crazy for that. It's like, dog, like
they probably never thought they was gonna bring in De'Aaron Fox, you know? They probably thought it was just gonna be Chris Paul and Victor the whole year.
Yeah.
So it was like, you know, because that was kind of a big signing. Like, you know, great great pairing. He'll do great with Wemby. So I get it, but you know, De'Aaron Fox is available, you get him. So they're kind of screwed now. But yeah, they probably just didn't see that yet.
He should take the buyout. And Jay Boogie, you made a good case for a team.
Okay, see.
Yeah, I think that's a good chance. This is like y'all the 12th seed. You in year 20. You already said you got a year or two left of playing. So like ring chase at this point, dog. Nobody's gonna judge you from ring chasing the year 20.
Yeah. Shoot.
Like, it's just like
because I'm like
too good. He's averaging 13 over his past 10. I think he's been averaging like 18.
Yeah,
he's still coming off the bench. It's like, yo, cut it out. They gotta make some changes too. It's like Vassell, he's not playing as good as he used to. Sohan, not really sure about him. Keldon Johnson completely fell off. Like Spurs fans, like begging for them niggas to be gone at this point.
Yeah, and they should look into that. Like any team trading a wing or something like that.
Vassell got
under 30. They should do that. They need to. I think De'Aaron, a wing, like an all-star wing, and Victor, you need to build around Victor. That's just that simple. Like you got a player like that, you got to get him a good roster. So they need to group them up, send them somewhere else for some kind of wing. That would be tough.
So who's the all-star wing that you think is available? And they do have the Hawks pick too, just in case the Hawks like miss the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They can get like a lottery pick through that.
All-star wing available right now. Well, we were saying KD. I don't know if he would go to the Spurs.
I don't see that.
Too long? No. No.
He's not an all-star, but from what I'm hearing, he might be on the market due to the trade. RJ Barrett.
I don't do that. RJ's been tough, but they need someone better than that.
Yeah, I dig it. Like you can get it for the low.
If they don't gotta do too much, they should get a nice shooting guard in there. Yeah, they should. But if they gotta pay a certain amount, nah.
Dang, at the wing position, because Ingram just signed a contract with the Raptors.
Yeah, that's why I said I heard RJ available because of that. Like he signed a 3-year extension.
Gosh,
him, Barnes, and Barrett ain't gonna really work out to me. I don't see the vision for that.
Just hear me out. If they need that scoring and that floor spacing, because Washington not finna stay with Washington forever. Chris Middleton. I don't know, but like you talk about the wing position. He's better than Vassell and Keldon Johnson.
So I don't know the Spurs cap situation.
Yeah,
but Benedict Mathurin's a free agent.
That would be interesting. Like they definitely need to look for like a small forward of some sort. That would be
look at Benedict.
Yeah, like he fits the timeline too.
Yeah.
Like I was saying KD, but like, you know, he don't fit the timeline. But Mathurin fits the timeline for sure. I do like that.
Yeah, dog. Like he don't. I mean, he's a pure scorer, but like he's a dog. Like I think the beginning of the season he had 3 games in a row where he scored like 20 plus off the bench.
And they still be bringing him off the bench too. Like it's like, bro, the fuck are y'all doing? Aaron Nesmith, all right, he ain't better than Mathurin though. Y'all already signed Neimark, so you ain't got no money to sign him. They just
bad about Neymar. I don't know why people beat about that dude.
They rushed that too. They was hyping Nemhard up. I already knew that was some. He not one of them. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Like he was in like I don't know if y'all heard what I was hearing during the offseason. He had a couple good playoff games. Don't get me wrong.
Playoff games did a lot.
They was putting him on a whole nother. They was acting like he was their third guy. He not their third guy. I don't know why they were saying that. Did y'all hear that? Or was that just me?
I remember.
Okay, yeah, they was hyping him up. They gave him that money. Nah, he not one of them. No.
Bro, I was on Instagram before I deleted it. I was like, so y'all forget about Benedict Mathurin. This dude is literally at best a 17+ point scorer.
Yeah, they signed the wrong guy for sure. Like they just ruined their future just now. Like that was the worst. Like you might look back on that and like I already think they messed up. They honestly they gave the money to the wrong guy. Honestly, I don't get it.
Because I'm like,
only other player that I think could help them out, but he's young, but apparently him and the coach don't see eye to eye because of defense. Like Shaden Sharp, he just got benched.
Yeah,
defense. I'm like, I think he can do something with the Spurs.
Yeah, like someone like that. Like it don't have to be an all-star, but they need a score first small forward. Someone that's not gonna just gonna shoot. Like just take the shot. Like they might need that.
And he's athletic.
Yeah,
very young.
So. He is the athletic. Honestly, if you seen the top verticals in the NBA so far, he got like the top 3, 45-inch, 44, 44. He's the highest jumper in the league, man. He needs to do a dunk contest, honestly.
Bro, on the fast break, I'm gonna turn to a flight attendant. Come on, bro.
Yeah. I don't know why he don't do a dunk contest. Like he was in the dunk contest last year, but he dropped out. He said he wanted to focus on the 12-win Blazers season or something like that. I don't know why he said that last year. It's not different this year, I mean, they're playing better, but like, come on, bro. You do not really do nothing. Like, get your name out there. Like, literally, like that's putting money in your pocket. Like, that's getting you can become a household name. Like, people know Mac McClung, like, because he's back to back. He about to win it again. People gonna really know who Mac McClung is. Like 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you're gonna tell our family, a younger family, yeah, he was in the G League, but he just came in, won dunk contest, and that's all we saw from him. Like, I think guys gotta start doing the dunk contest more. Like Shaden Sharp, he needs to enter his name. He gonna win that.
Yeah, because I think I was watching his highlights clip from high school, and I'm sitting here like, bro, I don't know what they think this generation, bro, but this dude head was like, how you look in the bowl. It was like, seriously.
No, you're right.
Like,
you're right.
This is the bowl with cereal. I'm just like, I'm like, bro, what the freak? Like, this is crazy, bro. I'm just like, bro, like, dude, athletic ability. And if you put him with Stephon Castle, bro, that's Lob City all day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All day long. So, yeah. Well, with this draft class, though, I'm talking my stuff. Of course, we got 2 big rookies in the top 3. So, Jeff, you got Castle. Well, guess what? I'm burning down that Castle. I'm going Wells.
Shout out to Wells averaging 11 points. He's a hell of a two-way player, though. He's a great defender. I can't hate on that.
Yeah. Because, I mean, and think about it. You're telling your rookie you got to guard the best players every single night. And guess what? That was supposed to be a guy named Marcus Smart job. And look where he at. In Washington.
Let's go. Middleton and Marcus Smart duo. Yes, sir.
I feel bad for Middleton, man.
Why? I wouldn't. He living in DC. He get himself a nice home in PG County. Just ride out the rest of his 2-year contract or whatever. He in a great area. DC's a nice area. He can get a nice house, PG County. He'd be all right.
Unless he out there just to get his game back and they like let him get his game off. They telling him like to ride the bench. some of these young niggas like Kaishan George, who's been playing better, but still.
Yeah.
Like, that's a two-time All-Star and Olympic gold medalist, man. Like, I ain't about to take a backseat to none of these young niggas. Like,
the fact that this man was hyping him up about the arrogant, not the basketball team, just the location. That's how.
Oh yeah, it's definitely this.
Oh, it's lit. It's lit over there. Like PG County's like fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because it's not too far from us. Like,
yeah,
he gonna have a nice home, nice community.
He gonna enjoy himself off the court.
Yeah, but
I'm saying off the court.
Yeah, it's off the court. That's what I'm saying. Because they care about the court. Some Bill didn't want to get traded this year because he didn't want to keep bouncing his family around. Dame wanted to stay in Portland because he didn't want that's the thing. Players do take that in consideration, taxes, stuff like that. So
yeah,
I mean, you go to the Wizards, don't even think about nothing on the court. The Wizards is getting through the season. They thinking about Cooper Flag or something like. Middleton, he just need to find a nice home in PG County. It'll be all right.
Woo.
Speaking of Wizards, Alex Sarr, he averages 11 points, but I'm not really impressed when I watch him play. He's a good defender. I'll give him that, but I'm not moved for the number 2 pick and how he was acting coming to the draft. Like, I don't want to work out for Atlanta at all.
You would have thought he'd have been better for sure. Yeah.
I look at him from that lens. I'm sorry.
No, it makes sense. Like he's been one of the better rookies, but it makes sense. Do y'all see any All-Stars out of these rookies? I gotta sleep. You think so? You think you can get one?
Yeah, it's gonna take a minute. It ain't gonna be like perennial All-Star.
I can get like 1 or 2.
Yeah, I can see him getting that.
Okay. What about Khalil Ware?
Oh yeah.
I think he'll get one like in a couple years.
Yeah. I think I dropped the ball because remember I think I said in the chat.
I remember you said that he didn't have a center. I remember that.
But see,
he wasn't playing. You were right. He wasn't playing.
Because I'm so fixated with them playing small ball.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, they got a big man. Like, so I forgot about him, but. Yeah, he should have been like, hey, come on.
Ever since he started, Bam's been cooking at the 4.
That's all. Bam, he been wanting that for years.
All right, I like Ware. What you want to say, Jay?
Tell that to the Lakers for AD's sake. Look what Bam doing at the 4. Yeah. All AD said was, hey, let me just go right back. That's how they won the championship. Mm-hmm. But no. We care about Bronny James. That's all we care about. That's why I call them Hollywood. Because I'm like, y'all not think about basketball.
Yeah, they don't be making basketball moves. You're right.
And that's why I made that joke. They don't care. Luka was for the future. It wasn't for the present.
Right.
Because I'm like, Alex Len was after Luka Doncic. That's
they tried for Mark Williams, but they said he had a body that was like 48 years old, so they failed him on a physical.
That's like getting the best fried chicken and unseasoned chicken right afterwards. Like you can't do that.
Yeah,
you can't do that, bro. Like, the reason I said that because I'm kind of starving, but it's cool.
Yeah, he talking about. He was talking about pancakes earlier, bowl of cereal. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've been knowing to you.
But another, I want to shout out Isaiah Collier. Like he's been passing the ball really well. He averaged 6 assists per game. He had like multiple games. We had 9 or more assists.
Yeah,
he's been passing very well. So I give credit to him. He's been doing better than I thought. He was 29th pick. If he's messy, he's solid. You can see he'll probably be a double-double guy in the future.
Yeah.
He's averaging 8 and 8. So to be averaging that in his rookie year, that's not too bad.
Yeah, especially with the minutes given. So
yeah.
And I think the reason why this draft class, this is just basketball in general. When you look at from I'm gonna sound like a for real. When back in my day, at least when I was in middle school, when you watched like the high school kids and mixtapes and stuff, you knew that draft class was gonna be something special. So when you look at high school nowadays to college, it's like, is it really basketball driven, or is it the media driven, or is it like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's why I feel like this draft class wasn't really, because everybody's so focused on like high school, AAU, but it's not the same. So we're trying to hurry up and come with these narratives. So now it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it starts with like what's going on with the high school to college and then to the league, because with KD will retire, and then you got the next generation and then the next generation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
Well, I agree, because Cooper Flag definitely got more hype in high school than these rookies coming in. And
Definitely,
that class is hype heavy, but you got a great point with that.
and that's what I'm saying, bro. It's no knock, but that's just the world today. Because I'm like, at least when I was in middle school, then you know, it was like I can remember the John Walls mixtape, Austin Rivers, De'Aaron Fox, all of this stuff, man. And I'm just sitting here like, it just don't hit the same because everything is media driven.
Yeah.
So it's like the pizzazz of just like, oh, like it's not there, because now, like you said, do you think Zion Williamson broke that cycle? When you think about it, because when he blew up in high school, bro, like it kind of like, oh, all right. Because when he went to Duke, and then we had the little injury, and then come to the league, injury prone. So
no, because Zion is nice. Like, he's a good basketball player.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
that's
sure.
why I say no. Because like Zion is he's just a hospital. Like, that's what he is.
There's
But
still
like,
hype in high school guys. Cooper Flag got a lot of hype last year.
Yeah.
Ace Bailey got a lot of hype.
Elijah Arenas is getting hype, a lot of hype right now. Yeah, so
it's still happening.
Yeah, it's happening. I think it's just the fact that, and I shouldn't say Zion. I was thinking about thinking about Bronny, because when he was coming up, look what's going on now, and they, you know, with Bryce, I ain't gonna lie, Bryce might have the higher ceiling, because I didn't think he was gonna be that tall, that quick. So I'm just like, 2 years later, he just already talking to his older brother in the league.
Yeah.
So, you know, but no, with Gilbert Arenas' son and Carmelo Anthony and Carlos Booza's son.
The Booza twins, nice.
Yeah, the Booza twins, nice. So when you take that small sample and when you look at it in totality, is it really the same? That's my question.
Well, we're gonna find out. I think Elijah's gonna be cold, because he what I like what Gil is doing is he ain't putting him on them super stat teams. He like, I want you to be like the dog, so get it on your own. Like, so you by the time you get to the league, you know how
you need to score 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would prefer that rather than putting all these people on the
Montverde.
same team. They all game dudes. They get to the league and they don't really know how to be the guy. So
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Luna said he specifically did it for that. People get mad at him like, oh, he like, look at the competition he's playing. It's like, yo, he's getting better, and he works out with NBA players. And he's on the AAU circuit in the summer, so he's getting to work on both ends. So Gil know what he's doing, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, it's. Whew, yeah, this draft class, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like,
25 is gonna be so much better than 24. Like, I'm just looking at everybody else. Like, Donovan McClellan's all right. He just can't really stay healthy that much, but you can see he's an impact player. So I ain't going to sleep on him too much.
Yeah, and everybody was getting mad at us for picking Edo for him, or, you know, but I was like, we had that pick, but that knocked us down to number 9, and we got Zach Edey. So, hey,
I see the potential with my ties too. Buzelis.
Yeah,
he don't get minutes though.
Yeah, he's
They will.
Coach gonna give him like 19 minutes a game. It's like, bro, y'all are fucking tanking. Play this kid. He's nice. Like, he can shoot. He can block shots. He's athletic. Like, you gotta let him go.
Yeah, They'll probably give him some more minutes, especially next year.
Yeah, if Josh Giddey getting some minutes, he should too.
Yeah.
Get that boy some minutes.
But biggest disappointment, and this is the last thing I'll close on.
For sure.
I didn't think Reed Shepherd would be averaging 4 points a game.
Bro,
like, how he was at Summer League.
Yeah.
Dog, I forgot about him.
You forgot about him? I mean, he ain't been doing nothing.
Hear me out, bro. Because think about it, bro. Because I think I had when I was working at my old terrible job I was at one point. I was hyping up Shepherd, and then it's just like you get to the league, you just be like, all right, okay, who is gonna be the standout? And then here comes, no bias. Here come my rookies, and then Stephon Castle coming in, and then the rookie from the Hawks, Ricochet. If I'm saying
Ricochet's playing better. He's averaging 11. He's starting to look more comfortable.
So it's
he's not the greatest number one pick, but he got some skill.
And then it's like I'm sitting here like I'm forgetting somebody, and it's Shepherd.
He ain't the worst pick in the top 10 to me, but
he had the worst, but he just be like, dang, bro, like but y'all remember the hype he had.
Yeah, he was cooking the Summer League, bro.
That's what I'm just like, bro, that is scary because I'm like, I don't have short-term memory loss, but I forgot about him quick. I really did. For real, because I'm sitting here like, he got these other, and someone kept saying, Houston got these other good young players. If he gets overshadowed, like, hey, like, so, I mean, I don't know, man, like.
They be playing Aaron Holiday over him.
Yeah, that's bad. I mean.
That's the thing, bro. They playing, that's what I'm like, Aaron Holiday getting minutes over Shepherd?
He better than him. I mean, they're not doing nothing wrong.
No, they ain't doing nothing wrong, but I'm just sitting here like, but that's the thing. He was cooking the Summer League, but like, boom, Aaron Holiday, get more minutes to him. So it's kind of like, I don't know what happened after that to where it's like, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
Not just look shot out there.
He can't shoot. Yeah, he just don't be hitting his shots. Like, that's,
Yeah.
Like he was in the Summer League. He was hitting everything in the Summer League, but he just don't be hitting his shots. And it's probably hard to get in rhythm playing with who he be playing with. So, yeah.
Cause and he a point guard, shooting guard? Like,
shooting guard. Yeah.
So with that team, you got heavily shooting guard Wayne Delp. So it's kind of like he can't miss shots because you missing shots, like you said, you pretty much out of rotation.
Yeah. That's what they need. They need a 3-point shooter. And
so
he ain't delivering so far, but it's still early though. I can't.
Oh yeah, it's early for all these guys.
Yeah.
It's
now.
I forgot about him. So
it's one guy I don't believe in. I'll end it on this note.
T-John Saloon?
Absolutely.
I knew you was gonna say that.
I was like, this kid does not look like he could play at all.
I don't know why they drafted that. I couldn't believe that.
And it was one dude, he likes international players on my timeline. I was like, yo, these GMs chasing this whole Wemby Dragon thing, once a player from a country gets drafted, everybody wants to draft the next version of him. Mm-hmm. I'm like, one of these kids ain't gonna work out. I think it's T-John Saloon. He's like, oh, you being too harsh. I'm like, I'm not impressed. Every time I've seen him out there, it's rough. Maybe that young man could turn it around, but I don't see it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm keeping it a buck. When you said that name, all I saw was question marks. I'm like, who's that?
I don't blame you.
Bro, if you look up the mixtape, it's rough, bro.
You think he has a mixtape?
Bro, because look, when he said the first name, I'm like, oh, okay. When he said the last name, I'm like, nope.
Our 6th pick, man. The 6th overall pick, they could have had Klingon in Charlotte. They could have had Baptized. They could have had Jalen Wells. They could have had Edie. They went with T-John Saloon. They said this man shot 42% from 2 when he was in France. So, what did y'all niggas see?
Right.
Y'all needed to draft him 6th. He was projected like 30th pick. So it was just like.
Yeah.
Wait. Say his last name again?
Saloon.
It's spelled different.
Salute. Nope. That's his last name. Salute.
Yeah.
salute, buddy, because you back up to the G League, and
I mean, he needs there.
Yeah, that's the thing. He needs like a year or two of G League basketball.
Yeah. I mean, G League. I give credit to the G League, bro. They really, revamping and helping people's careers. So he definitely needs to salute himself to the G League, indubitably.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, he's the worst pick of the top 10 by far. Like, he ain't got it.
Yeah, you're 100% right about that.
Yeah, so that concludes half one of the biggest surprises. Covered every team in each conference. The Pacers, I don't know if they stay the 4 seed. Siakam's playing well, but Halliburton's been a little too inconsistent for my liking. Bucks might swap spots with them when Giannis get back. We'll see, but yeah, man. Any shout out your social media, Jay Boogie?
Man, follow me on TikTok, JBoogie1998. And now I finally made a Twitter. Follow my Twitter, JClubSports1 _ or just one by itself. And follow the Hoop Panel. KD, hey, your boy Jeff on here. Hey. Follow
I'm still tripping about that. I can't even care.
Follow the Hoop Panel.
Tajon, shout out your pages real quick.
Yes, you can go ahead and follow me, Tajon Archive, on every single social media. You'll see me. I'll follow you back, most likely. If the sun's out. And shout out Steve Blake, man.
So I'm gonna just close off. Follow the Hoop Panel. We do 1 to 2 minute shorts. I got it on TikTok, Twitter, IG, YouTube. Just had an Anthony Edwards one that did pretty well. So we do all eras from the 1980s and before. Got a WNBA version on Twitter. Got 90s to 2000s thread on Twitter. Current NBA, constantly talking about the game in a positive manner. And we're going to have a podcast probably twice a week, just covering the games. Yeah, man, just follow the Hoop Panel, follow J Clutch Sports, Tajon Archive, album, Billy Goat, just everybody who contributes, man. Duke Truth, easy. Appreciate everybody that plays a part in what we do, man. And we just want to keep growing. We got some more segments coming too. We got like an entertainment show coming out. We're going to start doing reviews about things that is 2010s, just like for fun, about to just have a little bit more fun, show more of the comedic side. I'm going to have cartoons coming pretty soon. So just full-fledged entertainment, man. We just trying to have fun, create content that's different. You know, people be too negative, or people be so focused on like angry, negative BS. We just try to have fun, be positive with it, man. So
yeah,
appreciate everybody for pulling up, man. And shout out to Juan Dixon, Maryland legend.
Shout out to my boy. Whew. I'm gonna say it again. J Huff Tough.
Oh my god.
That's a wrap.
Oh man, got to.